Good morning. I'm here to tell you about my treatment and the results of the treatments at Madhukuri Ayurveda. So, as I told you in the previous video, I was not actually planning on going. It was just a chance thing, and since my sister said, "Do you want to come?" I said, "Okay." But when they knew that I was coming at Madhukuri Ayurveda, they sent me something called a health form. So, you fill in all the details. I said, no health issues, etc. But they said also if there was any pains and aches and pains. So I had written, I have a bit of a back pain. You're all master of understatements, no? So on the first day, you have a consultation. So I had a consultation with Dr. Robin. Soon as I went in, what is the first thing that I told him? I'm not here for weight loss. So then he smiled and said, yes, but tell us more about your lifestyle and what is up with you. So I told him that I do have a little bit of back pain, and I explained to him how I was managing it and all that. And then at the end of all that discussion, he gave a very sweet smile and he said, you are managing very well, and you do seem to know that what you need to do to handle your food, your diet, your health, the pain, etc. But actually, if you lose a few kilos, life will be much easier. How can you be offended? And it comes from such a well-meaning space, right? So then I said, okay, whatever you say, doctor, because I am all for improving quality of life, right? And I shouldn't let my bias about the reasons other people lose weight block me from me getting something that is good for me. So I said, okay, let's do this. So they started off on the treatment. So I don't remember the names of the treatment, etc. But the first 2 days were all kiri and scrubbing and all of that. And then what happened, yours truly went and did something else, overstretched my back. And then there was a rope. I wanted to hang upside down from it. So I tried that. And I think I messed my back, and the pain increased. And for the first time, usually there'll be a little bit of a pain and I will have a disturbed sleep. This time, I couldn't sleep. I slept, I think, for a maximum of 2 hours that night. And I was so worried and upset. And the next day, and every morning before your treatments, you have a consultation. And so that morning, when I went, Dr. Robin looked at my face and he said, are you worried about something? I said, what was my reaction? I cried. Because I was worried. I was thinking I've done something and this is going to be a permanent kind of a thing. And that's when they really, really focused on my back. It was almost as if they were going to war with the back pain, right? So they changed the treatment. So they gave me a different set of treatments. And then they coupled it with IR for about 5-10 minutes before I went to bed. Cupping sessions. Then they gave me a pain liniment. So we put a bandage around my back with the pain liniment. It's an Ayurvedic kind of a paste. And then hot water bottle. Plus the changed treatments. And then they told me go a bit slow. Right? And this was on day 4 that the pain had increased. Oddly enough, by day 5, with all these, it started coming down, and by day 6, the pain had dropped. Now, it had dropped to the previous levels, what I was used to, earlier, but there were 2 areas in which it dropped beyond the previous levels, as in below previous levels. When the plane is going, you'll hear the wah noise. So, and what were those 2 areas? So those 2 areas was, one, when I used to lie down in bed and when I used to lie flat like this, right? And then when you turn, you lift your hip and turn. At that point, I used to get a very sharp pain, and that pain used to wake me up, right? Now, on day 6, that pain had gone. And as of today, it's been 3 days since I came back. That pain hasn't come back. But I might do something and make it worse and bring it back. But that's a different story. But that is one clear improvement. And the second is, in the morning when you put on your track pants, you have to bend forward and then lift your leg and put it on, right? At that time, I used to get a sharp pain. That pain has reduced. And when I reported these two to Dr. Robin, he said, see, you are here for a very short time. So it's about 7-8 days, of which only 7 whole days they've had to focus. So in order to make a significant improvement on pain levels, you would need to come at least about 14 days. So I told him, okay, I'll give it a shot. But what I want to tell you, there are 2-3 points that you need to bear in mind with this. When it comes to these treatments, your feedback is very, very important. You need to be very aware of how it is affecting your body. So please tune in when you go in. Tune in and really focus on how it is making you feel. You don't like something is making you unhappy, tell them. Because they rely on you. Because it's not a one-size-fits-all treatment. Because my sister was there, they had something else. Brother-in-law, there are other guests there, they're all doing something else, right? So one is be very aware of how the treatment is affecting you. In case something is not suiting you, you have to tell them so that they can change. Secondly, 8 days is too short. We would need to give at least, I think, 14 days to make any impact. Thirdly, there are some lifestyle changes that they would recommend, right from workouts to food and also to general approach to life. And the beauty is, like Dr. Jobin tells me, we are all different. We all have different lives and we can't have the same formula for everyone. So you see how you can fit this in. For instance, one of the main changes that I'm supposed to be making, is I'm supposed to slow down. So I'm trying to slow down. Slow down here and slow down my movements, etc. Heavy workouts I'll start shortly if I feel like, otherwise I may not. Make sure to incorporate some slow stretches during the day. And the other thing about my food, Dr. Jobin already told me that, yeah, my food is fine. The only mistake I was making is I was having cold food in the morning. So he's asked me to have hot, nourishing food in the morning. So it means idli, dosa, bola, apdi. Very good, very good. So those are the changes I'm going to make. I am very glad because the one thing is I had until then thought that I have to live with this level of pain. Okay, you have to manage. Now I have the hope that maybe I need not manage with that level of pain. Maybe the pain levels can be lower. And for someone who went with really no agenda, I am really delighted and I've come back with hope. So I'll be going back. Who knows when? I don't know. But someday I'll go back. But this is something I wanted to share. And if everyone is wondering why am I speaking in English, it's because I want this message to go to people from all over the world. So the percentage of people who speak English are much more. So this video is for them. If possible, I'll try and do a Tamil version, but unlikely because I'm slowing down, you see. That's my Ayurvedic treatment and experience at Madhukuri Ayurveda. Bye.